So here we are in Banban, walking in the opposite direction of what I usually walk. And the reason why is because this is going down the, wouldn't say mountain, but the hill. I think where elevation is maybe 40 or 50 or 60 meters or something like that. So it's more like a hill, I would say. Let's just call it a small mountain. And the road I'm walking right now is just going towards the beach. So maybe should be around maybe 1 hour, maybe 30 minutes going to the beach from here. I could choose another path, but this one is also a little bit longer. Try to look down there. There's they cut down some of the bamboo. So even you cut the bamboo like that, maybe in 1 year it's back. That's why bamboo is such an amazing material. Somebody owns this property and they put bamboos in the ground as poles. Fresh bamboo poles, just like we did. Making a fence around their property. Nice to have a property like that. Anyways. Anyways. Look around, see some nice nature. You can hardly see the road if you look from a satellite because the trees are covering the road. It's nice when they allow the trees to create a crown like that of shade. You try to look up, you can see how the road is covered. If you haven't seen this road before, you probably think this is very nice. And I still think it's very nice. It's just that I know this road so well. It's almost like my daily routine, you know, becomes routine. You can hear the sound of the bamboo. Very distinct with squeaking sound. I expanded the road here before. It was completely covered in bush here. We had a lot of accidents and what happened. Very nice. Almost like a jungle. But if you go up in the drone, you will be able to see the jungle. It feels like a jungle, but it doesn't really extend that long. It's just a very small jungle. But you get a little jungle sensation here. And so the sounds of something going on right there. Maybe it's an animal. Supposed to be monkeys here, they say. I've never seen one. See, that's a real jungle. It should be right there. Yeah, baby. Jungle. So this lot here was cut down, chainsawed. Really hurts my feelings every time I hear those chainsaws. Maybe they just basically harvest the trees and they just leave it, and then eventually new trees will grow. But some of these mahoganies, I don't know, that's not a mahogany. That one is a different kind of tree. See, there's a lot of mahogany here. This is a mahogany. That one. And there's a bird. Seldomly you hear birds around here for some weird reason. So they cut down all the trees here and then sold it, I guess. But the trees are not really that valuable. And mahogany is almost the same price as coconut, which is kind of weird. But there's so many mahogany trees here. I'm not really sure if people actually know how valuable mahogany is. Comparison. But yeah, I mean, I was like comparing the prices. Maybe let's say one piece of coconut lumber is 4,000 pesos, then mahogany is 6,000 pesos. So even my garage, which is just a very simple garage, is made of mahogany. A bunch of teenagers, they're probably gonna go like, "Hey bro, what's up bro?" Some teenagers. You can see down there is a little bit of a steep hill. Again, the trees grow just near the road, but not on the actual hillside. So down there to the right, you just have I guess rice fields coming up soon. Hello.
Hey, hello. Hello, blogger. Hey,
Blogging a little bit. Blogging. Uh-oh. Blogging.
What's your name, guys?
Peter. Peter. Lovely teenagers. Been there yourself. It's a beautiful bamboo formation here on the right side and on the left side. Just stand still for a while so you can appreciate the magnificence of these plants, basically, and the sound, I guess. Enjoy the squeaking sound of the bottom. So sometimes they harvest some baby bamboos down there, just the seeds, like that one, I guess. But at the early stage, when they're just coming out of the ground, you can harvest them, and then they cook them, eat them. So besides being a wonderful building material for pretty much a lot of different things, it can apparently also be eaten when it's still just very young. Considering how fast they grow, I think it's definitely a valuable source of food. If you can eat them. Probably just carbon, like a potato or something like that. I've tasted it. Not really sure if I like it that much. And you see, this tree has a lot of things growing on it, and I don't know what that is. It doesn't look too nice. It looks a bit sick. But maybe it's a symbiosis. Maybe they are growing as a family, helping each other. There's a little pathway you can go down. It's probably a small house. You see, nature provides. It's like a significantly big bamboo right there. A couple of those bamboos are really, really thick. They're big bamboos. Not big but giant. So yeah, if you don't have a place to stay, you know how to chop the wood. You just go here, harvest a couple of bamboos, and then you can pretty much build yourself a home. Use the leaves from the trees for the roof. That's how they do it. Free of charge. Paid by nature. All you need is a roof, so when it rains you don't get wet. And a little bit of shade, so when it's windy you don't get blown away. But the Bahay Kubo, the native houses, they are. So the tree is having fruits on the side of the tree. Looks a little bit funny. Funny trees. With fruits on the side. Me not knowing the name of the tree. Oh, an old tree. This is where the trolls are living. It's a magical tree with the funny bark, I think. You can see the bark formations up there. Try to upload this video in raw format. It's probably gonna take 100 years. Able to see the ocean. It wasn't for the bushes covering it. But if I elevate the camera to this, if you look out there, you should be able to see the ocean. I love this. Also a nice, you know, we bring civilization, we bring fiber optic internet. And then nature goes like, I like fiber. Good place to climb. Let's climb on that. Elon Musk. Mark Zuckerberg. Internet. Bringing American cultural impulse into your brain and your children. And we like it so much. An e-bike. Electric motorcycle. Zoom. There's some water down there. I wonder. Is that a fish pond or what? Small lake. Didn't see that one before. They had probably also cleared the land here. There's a guy over there. It's a guy or a leaf? It's a leaf. Look like a guy. More magnificent bamboo. Bamboo. So yeah, I mean, the struggle for today was just kind of, I don't know, it's just me being stupid because I'm too stressed with my work and small things that irritates me I don't really get to talk about. And when you get drunk, you know, it just kind of overflows. What the hell is up with this tree? So I guess this is the way the tree defends itself. I don't know. I haven't seen that one before. And it doesn't look too good. Actually a bit sick. But there's a defensive mechanism in order to avoid anybody climbing up into the tree. Maybe. It's only on the lower side of the tree, so if I was a monkey, I think I could surpass that one. If I was a monkey. Which tree would you choose? Which is your favorite monkey tree? Which would be your favorite monkey tree? Actually, the electrician is here. It's not available. Slight issue with the people in the Philippines, you know, when there's a problem, nobody wants to deal with it. Preferably not. And the problem is that the solar company that installed the solar says that the electrician has done missing something in his work, like one, there's no manhole, you cannot get up to the roof and see the wiring. Two, there is says common ground. So I don't know exactly what it means, but I'm assuming it means that it doesn't really have grounding, like proper into the ground. It looks like they put the ground connected to the wires that basically hold the electric wires. So, and again, is that minus? Connect minus to the ground. So, and yeah, those wires, they're connected to a light electric pole and a tree, and around the wires there's tons of electric wires that generate electromagnetism. It also generates electricity, and they say that it works a little bit like a condensator. In some cases it can actually release positive electricity, and that results in overload. Hi. Hello. You have water? Too big? Hold on. How much?
20, sir.
20. 100.
Thank you.
Salamat. 20 pesos. Just gonna put it here for a while. Just gonna drink some water.
Ngayon, manok ko lang. Kampakutan. Goodbye.
Vuelta que eres bello. Que Dios la que eres bello. Thank you.
Mansion. Look at the mansion. Not at the end of the road yet. We're getting near. I wonder how long time I've been recording now. Some beautiful flowers. With red ants. So yeah, flower give a little bit of sugar, and then the red ants, they go there and eat. And if you want to fuck with a flower, you're gonna have to get through the red ants. Those are not funny. Those are not the biggest red ants I've seen. I've seen some Antis gigantis. Huge ants, like 1 centimeter, maybe half an inch, or like 1/3. It's like really big. I mean, for an ant. Oh, look at this tree. Look at this old tree. Beautiful. Maybe 200 years old. And this one is also, it's a mango tree. Looks pretty strong still. See, Avatar, how this very old branch which is still alive. No, that's not alive, that's already rotten. Basically just ready to fall off. So eventually they do get so old they can't really survive anymore, but this one has broken during a typhoon, so it's very obvious to see that just because some of the roots are still connected to the ground, it's still alive. That's the source of life right there, the other side. Must have been a long time ago it fell over. Maybe during the first big typhoon, 2013. Not Yolanda, but the... Oh, no, Yolanda, that was the previous one. Yeah. That was pretty intense and hit Guimaras Island also. People were evacuated and everything.